Welcome to sunny Southern California for a big-time Saturday showdown between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's been raining here for the last few days, but not anymore. It is about to be on and cracking between the Los Angeles Chargers, winners of 4 in a row. Justin Herbert just named to his 2nd Pro Bowl, taking on the Houston Texans, winners of 7 in a row, including the last 4 with C.J. Stroud being on point, returning from injury. A big-time contest live on NFL Network. And welcome inside SoFi Stadium, home of the Los Angeles Chargers. Big-time implications for the playoffs in this Week 17 Saturday kickoff. The Houston Texans win. They clinch the final wild card spot in the AFC and keep their title hopes alive for the AFC South and eliminate the Indianapolis Colts from playoff contention, while the Los Angeles Chargers, with a win today, sets up an AFC West championship game next week at Denver. The Chargers have already clinched a playoff spot and do have an outside shot at the 1 seed. Rich Eisen, pleased to be joined in the booth by my Hall of Fame friend, Kurt Warner. Good to see you, Kurt.
See you, buddy.
How hot is Justin Herbert these days, sir?
Man, he has been playing great, and he's accomplished everything you could possibly ask in the regular season. The one thing that's eluded him has been playoff success. A year ago against this Texans team, a career-high 4 interceptions. He went back and watched that game and said, I had to embrace the failure, and he is determined not to let that happen again today.
Well, unfortunately for him, and fortunately for the Texans, most of that defense that made his nightmare a reality last year is in this building today, and they have been ferocious week in and week out.
Yeah, there is talent all over the board, and talking to D'Amico Ryans about building a great defense, he says it starts up front. That's the reason they went out to get Danielle Hunter and draft Will Anderson. So if the Chargers are going to change their fate from that wild card game, it's going to start by finding a way to protect Justin Herbert from the 2 guys up front.
Jamie Erdahl is with the Houston Texans, but starting off down on the field, Megan O'Leary with the Chargers. Megan?
Is currently the 3rd most sacked quarterback in the NFL, which begs the question, how will this injury-riddled Chargers O-line stop the force that is this Texas defense? Because yet another man is down. The left tackle, Jamari Salyer, is out. The backup right guard and right tackle, Bobby Hart, will move on over to that left tackle slot, but it will be his first snaps in the position since 2022 with the Bills. All that said, the Chargers have a very tough task ahead of them, stopping the likes of Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson, Jamie.
Megan, you're right. The numbers imply it, but Will Anderson Jr. believes it. This is the best defense he has ever been on. We often hear from players, one play at a time, one game at a time, but these Texans acknowledge what the next 6 weeks could look like for them. Their head coach, D'Amico Ryans, is calling today a playoff game. Will Anderson Jr. told us that he realizes in his rookie season how close this team was to moving on closer to a Super Bowl. D'Amico Ryans knows that building that Super Bowl 60 is being played in all too often. It is a win and in game for the Texans today. Rich Eisen.
Megan, Jamie Erdahl, thanks very much. The Chargers have won the toss, elected to defer, so the Houston Texans will kick off. Tremon Smith and the rest of that special teams unit of the Houston Texans is out there. Now he tries to get some more yards, so there you go. Not very far, and then he got far. Past to the 46-yard line now. So Davis Mills was the one who started the win streak with 3 wins, and Stroud's taken it by there, and 1-score contests galore. And it really all started with a comeback win down 19 against the Jaguars, staring a season sweep at the hands of Jacksonville right in the face. The Texans came back, and they have yet to lose. Clapping on the sideline for that extra yardage. So again, Rashawn Slater blows out his knee in training camp, and then Joe All spends a couple of times on the shelf with an ankle injury. This one for the rest of the season, his last one, and Justin Herbert has been battered but not taken out. Well, ever since the late first half of the wild card weekend, it's been an all Texans washout of the Los Angeles Chargers. Joe Mixon, who hasn't played it down all year, had a heck of a day on the ground, and the defense did the rest. A 20-point win over the Chargers, and the young man on the right's got to be sitting here thinking, what's happening here today. Looking at the next-gen stats powered by AWS, I guess any gen with these two guys have dominated, wouldn't you say, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, these two guys, the bookends right there. Will Anderson, obviously a Pro Bowl. Hard to believe that Danielle Hunter with 13 sacks doesn't get into the Pro Bowl, but some pretty good pass rushers in the AFC, you know what I mean?
Yes, indeed, sir. So there they are. And again, Will Anderson just made his second Pro Bowl. Danielle Hunter, 13 sacks coming in. His first one got the Chargers off the field, 3 and out.
And that you're learning.
I will not be accused of being a jinx. Megan O'Leary, take it away.
Well, it's been a massive month for Chargers kicker Cameron Dicker. He's on his way to the Pro Bowl for the first time. He's the Chargers Walter Payton Man of the Year team winner. And earlier this week, he hosted a shopping spree for about 20 local youth and their bigs from the Big Brothers Big Sister of Greater LA. And they did a little bit of a shopping spree. I talked to him about it today. He said what was so sweet is all the kids wanted to buy for their loved ones. But he had to remind them you have to buy at least one present for yourself. He said it's one of the favorite things he does this holiday season, guys.
Cannot. Saturday NFL action rolls on tonight with a holiday exclusive on Peacock. The playoff-bound Packers, they're now in with the Lions' loss on Christmas Day, take on the Ravens, who need to win and get some help to win their division. Live from Lambeau, coverage begins tonight, 7:30 Eastern, only on Peacock, as there's Lassiter heading off to the locker room. And the Chargers have an opportunity here with 3:19 to go. What can they do with it? The Chargers started 3-0, winning all their division games in the process, and then started winning more one-score games and can win this division, their first division title since 2009. If they win today, they would set up a visit to Denver in Week 18. A de facto, if you will, AFC West championship game, but they've got to come back in this one first for Jim Harbaugh's Chargers to have a shot at that.
C.J. Stroud.
A first-half fever dream for the Chargers against the Texans again. They do get the ball first after halftime, but boos are raining down here in Los Angeles as the Texans head off to the locker room up 14-3. And that's the end of the first half. In a moment, we'll get to your halftime show, but take it away, Jamie.
Coach, the Chargers had 3 trips to the red zone. Your defense held them to a field goal, a pick, and no points. How vital was that effort?
Yeah, I'm really proud of our guys for that. We've struggled in the red zone this year, and that's been one of our keys to winning this game is getting stops in the red zone, and we've done that. We've turned the ball over, but guys have responded the right way. No matter what's come our way, facing that adversity, we were able to respond, and I'm proud of our guys. Now we got to come out of the second half and finish.
Can we get back to the fireworks that we saw in the first 2 drives offensively?
Let's do it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
So D'Amico Ryans heads to the locker room, 1/2 away from getting into the playoffs. That's the end of the first half. We'll send you to the Lexus halftime show after a short break. And that was today's Game Flow, presented by Progressive Insurance. Rich Eisen along with Kurt Warner back for the second half. Many of those total yards for the Texans came in their first 2 deep throws of the game. It was 14-0 before we even knew what hit us, and then a whole bunch of stuff just hit us, Kurt Warner. What are your impressions of the first half?
Well, you mentioned the Texans were really dominating this football game, and then about midway through the second quarter, the Chargers defense stepped up. Couple turnovers. Justin Herbert hits the big long play, but it was missed opportunities at the end of the half by the Chargers. The interception in tight in the red zone, and then the missed kick, or this be a completely different game.
14-3, Derwin James interception in the first half, switched the momentum, and that led to the only points of the first half for the Chargers, who had a chance for Cameron Dicker to make it a 1-score game. Until you mentioned, Kurt, that it could be a 1-score game, and then he missed for the first time in his career less than 40 yards. So you're the jinx, basically what I'm saying to you.
Don't put that on me.
I just did.
Do not put that on me.
So here is Justin Herbert again. We all know what happened in the wild card game, and the numbers are pretty good compared, obviously to the wild card game, and certainly in the context of the way the Texans defense has been buzzing around him, and the interception that goes on his docket really wasn't his fault. It went off the hands of Rondé Gadsden Jr. on the 1-yard line as they were trying to go into the end zone for the first time.
But you do have to remember, half of those yards came on that one long play to Quentin Johnston.
Levy moments ago with Jim Harbaugh.
Hey, thank you so much. Well, actually, for a man who spoke to us so long in our meetings earlier this week, he had very few words about the second half. He simply said, we just have to keep playing. He wants to play Chargers style of football. He believes they can rectify the score shortly, guys.
Thanks very much, Megan.
Justin Herbert, that was a Picasso. He's bigger, taller, smart, incredible the way he picks things up, masters things.
He's the opposite of a house plant. He is field cornfield.
He's on our team.
Everyone out there within the sound of my voice, find somebody in your life who gushes about you the way Jim Harbaugh gushes about Justin Herbert.
I need to show that to my wife.
Well, hopefully she's sitting at home watching. Unless she's watching your son play a bowl game right now. Okay, very good. Conversation with Jim Harbaugh on Zoom earlier this week. He used these references to Justin Herbert, called him Ethan Hunt, Pablo Picasso, and half man, half beast. We chose the Minotaur. We could have chosen Centaur as well.
Yeah, I mean, he had so many things to say about him. Probably talked for 15 minutes just gushing about all the things. And rightfully so. You see all the incredible abilities that Justin Herbert has. And he said, we just need everybody else on the squad to get up to his level, because he speaks so highly of how he prepares and obviously how he plays on Sundays.
This NFL Network Saturday Showdown is presented by Geico. It feels good to Geico.
Back here in Los Angeles. Tomorrow on NFL Network, Kurt and I head across the street to hang with the game day crew and get you set for the bulk of Week 17 activity. Break down every playoff scenario. NFL Game Day morning tomorrow at 9 Eastern, only on NFL Network. It's been much louder and rowdy in SoFi during that commercial break. Presented by Mercedes-Benz. Jim Harbaugh called Justin Herbert half man, half beast. Well, on a 3rd and long, here's the man part, and then here comes the beast part. 28-yard run, fresh set of downs. Herbert on that drive, 4-6 for 30 yards and this touchdown. And he also carried the ball 3 times, all Herbert, and it's loud in here. Here's what's at stake. Texans hold on to this 17-10 lead. They punched their ticket to the playoffs, and the Colts are no longer in the hunt. The Texans, once upon a time 0-3, still would have a shot at the Jaguars to win the South. If the Chargers win, they have a shot to win the West. They have a shot at the 1 seed. If they don't win, and the Texans do, it's possible the Chargers would have to go on the road to the playoffs too, either Houston or Jacksonville, having lost to them both. That is what is at stake with 15 minutes to go, and Stroud flipping. We are going to stay here and just again set up. I mean, if you're the Chargers, clearly you want to get a shot at the division. This team has not won the AFC West since Jim Harbaugh was in year 3 as being a head coach in Stanford, and Justin Herbert was 11 years old.
Right.
And you'd rather stay at home, even get a shot at the 1 seed, than have to go on the road maybe to the spot where you were 1 and done last year against the same team that's putting a bit of a bang thing on you for much of the afternoon.
Yeah, we talked about Justin Herbert and how he hasn't had playoff success. That's what a lot of people will knock him for. All the great things that he's done in the regular season, not winning in the playoffs. Well, they've been to 2 playoff games, both on the road, and lost both of those games. So no question, a little home cooking would be nice for Jim Harbaugh and Justin Herbert.
Including if they have to go to Jacksonville, where Herbert lost his first career playoff start, and the Chargers got thumped earlier this year. 3rd down, press starting 0-3. 9 players from both of these franchises chosen for the 2026 Pro Bowl games. You could see them on the screen. New this year, each Pro Bowler will wear a Pro Bowl trophy decal on his helmet through the end of the season to celebrate this career achievement. To see the full rosters and learn more about this year's Pro Bowlers, please go to probowl.com. Taking one final knee, still have a shot at the AFC South. Kurt, final word?
Well, we're going to see both these teams again.
Maybe against each other.
Great game by the Texans. Thought they came out and dominated most of this game. Great job by Justin Herbert to bring his team back, but just too many mistakes to overcome for the Chargers.
Well, for the entire broadcast team here on NFL Network, for Jamie Erdahl, Megan O'Leary, Kurt Warner, and our entire NFL Network crew, I am Rich Eisen. We send you to our NFL Network studios for NFL Game Day Final Mercedes-Benz post-game show after a short break. C.J. Stroud and the Texans, once upon a time 0-3, come into the Chargers' house on the Saturday after Christmas and drop down the playoff chimney and bring gifts to all their fans who thought all might be lost when they were 0-3. Final score from SoFi Stadium, Houston 20, Chargers 16.